This just might be the best borough in New York, so come explore with me.
I'm in New York City. Come spend the day with me in Brooklyn.
My first stop was to this Target pop-up happening in the park, but the lines were way too long, so I left and walked around until I saw a Joe and the Juice that had me tempted, but I wanted to try stuff that I haven't had before, so I ended up stumbling to this Brooklyn flea market, which ended up being the absolute perfect thing to do. There were so many different booths and small businesses selling all sorts of things from magazine prints to old cameras and rings, and lots of vintage clothes. I actually ended up buying myself a promise ring to commemorate my first solo trip, and I think that was really special. It was freezing out there, so I wanted to grab a drink and a snack, and I found this Colombian place that sold hot chocolate and empanadas, and these empanadas were so good. There was like bean, rice, and chorizo in it. Now, the flea market was right under the Brooklyn Bridge, so after I explored, I made my way to the famous street that gives you the prettiest view of the Brooklyn Bridge. It was around sunset, so the sun setting in the background was just the perfect time to see it, and I spent like 40 minutes taking pics. Now, in the area, there are so many shops. There were souvenir places, vintage shops, and even big brands like Aloe. I even decided to go to a grocery store.
One thing about me is I love a grocery store.
Now, next, I was on the hunt for pizza. First, I went to this place that I found on TikTok, Juliana's, but they weren't taking any people, so I had to walk all the way back to this other place I found, Front Street Pizza, and I grabbed a slice there. It was definitely a solid slice. I would give it like an 8 out of 10. And after a long day of exploring Brooklyn, it was time to call it a day.
That concludes my day in Brooklyn. Bye, guys.